Okay, ladies, I'm going to ask you three questions. Number one, who cheers you up when you feel sad? Number two, who do you turn to when you're feeling anxious or angry? And number three, who do you really want to tell when there's something you're happy about? All right, and one more bonus question. Did you keep naming the same person? Well, I will tell you what your response means in just a moment. Hey, I'm Amy, and you're watching Your Brilliance TV. So, the questions I just asked you came from a 2015 study on emotionships. Emotionships are the relationships we rely on to support us through specific emotions. Like maybe you have a friend who is always so delighted when something good happens in your life, and she is the first person you want to tell about good news because you know she will make you feel even better. But maybe she's not your first pick when something bad happens because she always defaults to optimism. So when bad things happen to you, you go to another friend, and this friend will listen to you complain for hours. She'll commiserate because she's had bad things happen to her too, and she knows that sometimes life just really sucks. And you always feel better after venting to her because you get all those dark thoughts out of your system. Now, earlier I asked you who cheers you up when you're sad, who you turn to when you're anxious or angry, and who you tell first when there's something you're happy about. But then I asked you one more question. Did you keep naming the same person? Maybe a best friend, maybe your guy, maybe a sister or a parent. Now, when you go to the same person for all of your emotional needs, you tend to feel less emotional well being than somebody who has multiple people to rely on. Now, does that surprise you? Because we often think that the goal is to have one person that you tell everything to, ideally a boyfriend or a husband. But the study shows that that is a heavy burden to put on just one person. Because when they're not available, or when they're not in the right mood, or when they're not good with certain emotions, we end up feeling let down. We are more resilient and settled when we have multiple avenues for emotional support in our lives, which leads to a surprising love tip that really works. One of the best things you can do for your love life is have other women around to support you. Because when you don't need to rely on a man, because you've got a few girlfriends who are great at saying what you need to hear, then you put less pressure on your relationship. Because not all men are good at emotional support, but that doesn't matter so much when you have a network of support around you. Now, if you don't have anyone who can support you in your love life the way you need, remember that you can always reach out to me. For a limited time, I am offering free discovery calls where you can talk to me about what's going on for you over Zoom and see if you might want to work one on one together. I will put the link to that below. Take good care of yourself, and I will see you next time.